Hello, dear viewer. Welcome to Science TV 7 News PM. My name is Edna Kaindi, and this is my sign name. And my sign language interpreter is Philip Omondi. Welcome to our news. As we start with our first news, President William Samoei Ruto has issued 15,000 title deeds to residents of Kamuongo, Mwingi North, Kitui County, as part of the government's ongoing efforts to address ownership challenges across the country. The initiative also targets residents in neighboring counties, including the Makueni and Machakos, ensuring more citizens can formally secure ownership of their land. During the event, President Ruto also officially launched the tarmacking of the 13 kilometers Kamuongo-Kanduya Road, which forms part of the larger Mwingi-Kamuongo-Siangera Road network. The project is expected to significantly improve transport infrastructure in the region. Once completed, the upgraded road will link the Thika Garissa Highway at Mwingi Town with the Ena Chigakiga Road. Let's take a watch.
Ni ya Mitsongoi Mwangangi. Mitsongoi Mwangangi. Watu wa picha wako pale. Mutisia Muli, Jane Kalimi Musioka. Mutisia, Jane Kalimi Musioka. Mwendwa Timbo. Mwendwa. Robert Mutie Musia. Kasangi Munyoki. Emmanuel Mwandikwa. Mudhui Nzima. Wana Mudhui.
Bas, tuko na title deed zenu zote. Sasa hiyo title deed vile waziri amesema, title deed zenu zote ziko tayari. Mmesikia? Sasa muende kwa registry mchukue title deed kila mtu. Na hiyo title deed hakuna pesa unalipishwa. Wewe unaenda unachukua title deed yako, unahama unaenda naye nyumbani.
Now, the Orange Democratic Movement, ODM, has officially kicked off celebrations marking 20 years since formation, with party members boarding the standard gauge railway train to Mombasa for a series of festivities. The events aim to commemorate the party's achievements and its role in Kenya's political landscape since 2005. Founded in 2005 in pursuit of a new political revolution and constitutional reform, ODM has grown into one of the country's major political forces. Leaders used the celebration to remember the party's late founder, Raila Amolo Odinga, who passed away earlier this year, honoring his vision for democratic governance and equality. Also, during the trip, our celebrations party officially emphasized their commitment to constitutional, equality and the principles that have guided ODM for 2 decades. Let's take a view.
To have a good time, we are going to remember and celebrate Jacom for the many years of resilience and for being the leader of ODM party. So we are going to celebrate and be joyous as we remember him.
Matarajio yangu, wacha ni translate kile ambacho senior wangu amesema, ni ya kwamba tunaenda kusherehekea legacy ya baba yetu, baba ambaye ametukuza katika siasa, amekuza chama cha ODM miaka 20 ya kuwa katika chama hiki. So tunaenda kusherehekea kuwa katika hii chama na tunaenda pia kusherehekea baba yetu.
Kwa Mombasa tunatarajia sasa kusherehekea maisha ya baba, lakini pia kujikumbusha maadili ya baba. Maana hiyo ndio ya muhimu kabisa. Na tunaomba vijana wote, tumetoka Nairobi, tunaingia Mombasa, twende kwa heshima, tuheshimu jiji la Mombasa, tusherekee baba jinsi alivyopenda. Tukitoka huko wajue kwamba sisi wana ODM huwa tunafanya vitu kitofauti. Kwa hivyo nashukuru wote na naomba mkumbuke yale alituachia, tusiwahi kosa kutendea wananchi mema.
The expectations to begin with is what we are going for. Now we are going to do 2 things: celebrate our 20 years and celebrate the life of Raila Amolo Odinga. This is the man who started ODM, and ODM has been with us for 20 years. But ODM is Orange Democratic Movement. It is a movement, and it is a movement created by Raila Amolo Odinga. So as we celebrate the 20 years and we celebrate the life of Raila, we must then say the principles and the ideals that he stood for must now be the driving force, which is democracy, the respect for human rights, justice, service for the people. Those are the ideals of those. When we talk Raila, that's what we talk. When we talk ODM, that's what we take. That is what we are going to put together as we now make the party the focus of everything we do. It is OD.
Cabinet Secretary Ali Hassan Joho has assured Kenyans that the extraction of gold discovered in Ikolomani, Kakamega County, will be carried out transparently. Speaking in a televised interview, Joho emphasized the importance of using the county's natural resources for the benefit of citizens, urging the public to allow the government to harness these resources to improve economic conditions. Joe also warned against the politicization of the mining sector, stating that political threats of intimidation could deter investors. He stressed that the government is committed to creating a conducive environment for investors while ensuring that mining activities comply with safety and environmental standards. The initiative aims to attract investors, generate jobs, and boost county and national revenues. Experts and local leaders in Kakamega have welcomed the announcement, noting that transparent mining practices could significantly contribute to local development. Joe also said proper management, the sector has potentially enhanced national revenue. Let's take a watch.
What I want to urge my brothers and sisters in the country is that let us not critique and politicize negatively, because mining doesn't only happen in Kenya. Minerals are not only found in Kenya. Minerals are found all over the world. If we make it hard for investment, somebody else will grab it quickly. And that is why it explains Tanzania sahi wako 11%, Rashid, of their contribution to their GDP from mining. We are on 1%. 1%. So swali ambalo najiuliza mimi, should we continue to speculate to say tuko na rasilimali and we make it hard ziende kukaa chini ya ardhi na hazisaidii mtu? What is important to note, katika royalty inagawanywa mara 3. Mara moja inaenda kwa serikali ya kitaifa 70%. Mara ya pili 20% goes to county government and 10% goes directly to the community.
On to our next news. Mining Cabinet Secretary, Catholic Bishop in Kenya have expressed concern that the new social media law could be used to silence government critics and undermine citizens' fundamental rights. They warned that some provisions in the law are oppressive and called for a review to ensure it protects freedom rather than restricts them. The bishops criticized the law for being passed hastily without thoroughly scrutiny, emphasizing that social media is an important tool for communication and education. They urged Kenyans to use online platforms responsibly while maintaining discipline in their online interactions. The church leaders also called for a national dialogue to guide the proper implementation of the law and prevent its misuse for political purposes. They stressed the need to balance security with freedom of expression, ensuring that social media remains a platform for education, connection, and positive engagement. Let's take a watch.
Serious concerns about the way the law on the Computer Misuse and Cyber Crimes Amendment Act and the Land Amendment Act number 21 of 2025 were crafted and enacted in a hurry. Kenyans have raised substantial concerns about the amendments which were signed into law. We strongly recommend a necessary review lest they be abused to curtail the very freedom they ought to protect. Meaningful public participation would be necessary. The fears Kenyans have expressed regarding these new laws should not be brushed off. They deserve to be listened to and, where necessary, corrective measures taken. Specifically, it seems that the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Amendment Act can be abused to silence government critics, to abuse the rights to privacy, or even to manipulate the electoral process.
Now, imagine approximately 5,680 women die each year during childbirth in Kenya, while 33,600 newborns lose their lives annually. Isn't alarming? This alarming reality has prompted county governments to roll out strategies aimed at curbing these preventable deaths. The initiatives were unveiled during a high-level meeting involving government and health stakeholders, highlighting the urgent need for coordination and action. During the meeting, county leaders emphasized the importance of collaboration between the national and the county governments to address the persistent challenges in maternal health, key issues including inadequate emergency medical services, limited access to skilled care, and high-risk complications such as excessive bleeding during delivery. One of the critical strategies were also highlighted. Let's take a watch.
The investment case we are launching today serves as both an advocacy and resource mobilization tool. It outlines priority interventions, implementation of frameworks, and the resource requirements to strengthen surveillance, review responses, and learn at both the national and county levels. The return on these investments that you're trying to initiate today, and learning at both the national and county levels. These returns will be measured not only in lives saved, but also in strengthening data and use improve service delivery and enhance public trust in our health systems.
Maternity complications are very unpredictable. 1 minute a patient is taking porridge in labor, the next minute she has bled out and she needs an ICU bed. It's a nightmare. Sometimes you actually watch patients die. You're stuck with a patient for 4 hours, you can't get an ICU bed, and you lose her. But through this platform, we've been able to have quite a number of success stories. I will not go into details, but I really want to thank Murang'a County for being very receptive to patients from as far as Nakuru County. We have taken patients through this platform, talked to each other, and they have all gone home and survived to take care of their babies.
Now let's take a short break and we'll be back soon with more news.